Guys, what's going on? My name is Brandon Draper, President, CEO of Thinking Forward Inc., and also the author of Becoming Who You Should Be Despite Who You Are, coming out October 1st, 2014. And what I want to share with you now is a couple of things. One thing I want to share with you is about this book and what it really entails. We all go through struggles in life. We've been through, divorces. I've been through a divorce, a very bad relationship. You name it, I've been through it. I've been on multiple deployments. I've been overseas. I've been in combat situations where I thought I was going to lose my life. I've had medical issues. I've had all types of things come against me. And you may be listening to this video and you say, well, you know what? I'm in the same boat. All these things have happened to me. So what do I do with these experiences and these things that I have gone through? Becoming who you should be despite who you are. Who you are today, 9 times out of 10, may not line up with what you should be. Okay. So how do we get you from where you're at now to get you to where you should be? Now, that's a question some people would say for the sages, but I believe if we look at it with a particular lens, thinking forward approach to certain situations, certain life expectancies, because there's certain things in life that we know, as sure as we're born, we shall die. But there's a lot of other things that's in the middle of that we don't understand. So when things like a divorce comes, when things like parents passing away, March 26, 2009, no one would have told me that my mom would die from lung cancer, but she did. My mother died. I watched a 200-pound woman shrivel down to less than 75 pounds before my eyes. It changed the fabric of who I was. And there are people out there today that when they experience certain catastrophic things, it changed their fabric, but to the extent that they never recover from it. And it hurts them so bad. And it allows them not to truly become who they should be, despite who they are. So we can lie about who we are to others. We can lie about our situations. But when we close that door, we walk up those stairs, and we look in that mirror and we look at the person staring back, that's when we have to be truthful and transparent with ourselves. This book will inspire you to look at things differently, understand differently, and make different decisions and take different actions. Some things you may be familiar with, and some things you may not. Some things you may have never thought of that you're actually living today. We as human beings aren't that much different from each other. Whether it's race, religious background, at the end of the day, we're not that much different from each other. We have the same problems, struggles, and circumstances. I'm only 30 years old. And to some people, they may say, what can a 30-year-old punk kid teach me? Well, I've always learned, number one, you're never too old to learn, and you're never too young to teach. And a lot of concepts that I'm going to present to you in this book may be some things that you just don't believe is way out in left field, and you're very dismissive to it. And that's okay. Just because you're dismissive to it doesn't mean it does not exist. Okay? It's the same thing with gravity. Just because you don't believe in gravity doesn't mean if you jump off a building, you won't hurt yourself. Gravity is going to react to you, just like life is going to react to you based upon the way in which you handle certain situations. Key word there, I said how you handle certain situations, because life's going to give you all types of curveballs. Sometimes you're going to get what we call lucky, and sometimes life is just going to hit us upside our heads. This is nothing new under the sun. There's different types of people that experience the same things every day. Now, if you can move from a level where you're not worrying or your problems are not consistently based on your necessities and more based on other problems, then you may start thinking forward and moving forward. So in this book, I mean, it's a whole gambit of information that's gonna just rock you and change you, or at least attempt to. Now, not everyone's gonna change. Some people may actually change their actions, their decisions, and some people may just actually change their whole life. There's no guarantee that this book is gonna just be the all answering everything. I'm not a guru, but I put my heart in this book. And I'm trying to give to the world something that was given to me, to share the passion, the love, and the multitude of information that can really make you think about all the possibilities that you can have in your life. It's one thing for someone to tell you that you can do it. It's possible and everything's great and you got so much potential. But at the end of the day, when we really look at ourselves and we realize that what we are today is not what we want to be, not where we should be, is when we start questioning our own selves and our own ability. And we have to get past that and get to a certain point where now we take in consideration that we are ready to make the next move in our life to change and transform our lives forever. And that's what becoming who you should be, despite who you are, is about.